G'day, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jensen. This is Jensen M. You're sitting in my lovely 1992 Ford Maverick. But on this part 3 episode of the Simpson trip, we are going to tackle some pretty cool stuff and see some pretty cool stuff. Maybe even an explosion. Kaboom, you never know. Anyways, before the video kicks off, like, comment and subscribe as always. If you haven't done so before, I recommend you do to see more somewhat awesome content such as this. But I'll keep you from waiting. Let's get into the episode. Alright, so we've got something pretty bloody cool booked up for, well, ourselves and you guys to come watch. I've already seen it, so I mean, you don't really know what's happening. But we're in the lovely town of Coober Pedy. And what do you do when you go to Coober Pedy? You go underground, you go look at some mine shafts maybe. So what we've done is we've teed up with a lovely fellow called George, whose son's called Yanni. They own an opal shop in Coober Pedy, and they're going to take us on a private mine tour. They're going to take us to their property and they're going to show us some cool stuff and maybe a little boom boom. Now, what they're known for is they're called the Bomb Kings, and they were actually showcased on a little TV show you may have heard of called Opal Hunters on the Discovery Channel. So we get a private tour with some other people, so not private tour, but anyways, we get to go out with them and go see how it's done in the real world. So yeah, without further ado, let's go blow some stuff up and get some opal. So welcome to the Breakages Conservation Park. This park is situated 33 kilometres north from the lovely Coober Pedy and is a must-visit site. Formed by natural erosion, it truly is majestic. But without further ado, I'll let you enjoy the view. So we are finally out of Coober Pedy and we are on the Explorer's Way. We just stopped off at this truck thing. When I looked at it first, I was like, this has hot rod potential, but then like the roof is stuffed and it's just all stuffed. So yeah, we're on the Explorer's Way on our way to Willem Creek. We've gone through Coober Pedy. We stayed 3 nights in Coober Pedy in a underground hotel. I didn't really want to document too much of Coober Pedy because that wasn't really the main part of this episode, and sort of like a lot of it's already been filmed, so I didn't really feel that it was necessary for me to film too much of it. So I wanted to film more around it. So yeah, we're finally on the Explorer's Way. We're on the way. We got the Mav running. All the cars are up and good. Out of Coober Pedy on our way to Willem Creek. So far, we've been doing fine. The road here has been super nice, but I know the second I say that, it's going to be horrible. But yeah, on the way out of Coober Pedy, on the way to Oodnadatta track, on the way to Oodnadatta, Willem Creek. I think we might be staying Lake Eyre tonight. I don't know, plane's still up in the air, but we're out of Coober Pedy. We're back on the Frog and Toad. I'm doing good. Alright, so we are at the beautiful spot of Lake Eyre. Apologies for the wind, there's a little bit of a breeze. It's more really me walking. But one of the reasons I recommend you stay here is the colours you get. I mean, you get these sort of colours like anywhere in sort of outbacky Australia. But also like you have one of the largest salt lakes in the world. And up until recently there was a little bit of water in it. Before that was dry for a very long time. And I think towards the middle of it, there's like water there still. I'm not entirely sure. Again, you'd probably go visit maybe the information desk at Coober Pedy, but you get sunsets like this. Alright, welcome to a new segment on the channel called the History Segment. In this segment of the History Segment, the first one, we are going to talk about land speed records and Lake Eyre. Now, on the 17th of July, a man by the name of Donald Campbell set the world land speed record. So 17th of July 1964. He did a blistering speed of 649 kilometers per hour. And you put that in perspective with what this car does, which is like 120k per hour. So 649 kilometers per hour on a salt lake is insanely fast, and in the 60s too. But that is something cool. Australia did actually hold the land speed record, and yeah, another reason to visit Lake Eyre, because people went fast on it. But don't try driving on it because you'll sink and lose your car, which isn't good. Anyways, this has been the first installment of History with Jensen. So this is a little bit of a sad moment for us. Possibly at this stage for us, we are not going to be doing the Simpson due to, if you can see in there, we've got a crack in our secondary diesel tank, which means that 60 odd litres of fuel that we could use is now gone. Alright, that concludes part 3 of our Simpson trip series. If you haven't seen part 1 or part 2, there'll be 2 links down in the description to go watch them. I definitely recommend that you go watch them. They're banger episodes. But anyways, we're focusing on this episode for today. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please go down below and give us a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing. It means a lot to myself, and it definitely contributes to the production of these videos. But with that, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.